Alright, back again. And if you haven't figured it out, the reason was simple that by natively it checks for the path to be walkable. Uh, the default values is that it should have certain width, and if we increase the width like this, as you can see, and then if we press baked again, as you can see, now our baked surface is like this. It has taken the width in consideration as well, but since here but the default width is very low, so it won't be able to walk on this. So what we need to do is press this we need to connect it here, and then we will simply scale it like this. And then when we go to baked, we will bake it again like this, and now there is a complete path along the sides. And if we press play again, what will our enemy do? It should be able to come from the sideways. And why it didn't came? So let me check again in a second why it didn't came. So this is our NavMesh baked, and if you play here again by using this, it still doesn't come again. So our enemy detection radius is 5. We should increase it to 7, and once we increase it to 7 and save it, and now when we press play, it will use the previous surface and jumps directly to the path, but once it's greater than 7, it will forget and will remain here. So what we can do here is increase this to 15, or 15 is too much, so let's do this 12 instead. So now if we press 12, as you can see, our agent is pretty smart, and it chose this right method, right path that we just made, this platform thing, and it came from here. I will press play again to show you. So this is our character. It went sideways, and as you can see, agent was pretty smart. And if we similarly duplicate these side walls, I will create an empty game object here, and we rename is that side walls. Oh, sorry, side path left, and inside this we will make all of this sub children, and then we press Ctrl D to duplicate, and then we will simply move it here like this. And oops, we will rotate it like this, but this won't be rotating well. So we'll select individual children's and press 180. What will 180 do? Let's do it this way. So we will press 180 here, and that won't do much. Okay, let's press to 0. Okay, so this is not the way. This was the collective thing. This is here, you have to press 180 or minus 180, which is same. So I think here we can press 180, and that won't do thing as well. And if we press 180 along the C, it won't do much as well. So what can be done here is to 180 here, and now if we move it, so this is fine. Just this this wall is not fine, so we press it here again like this. Again, there is a concept of pivot points, and when you and every game object has its own axis, and when you create children game objects, they will become local. They will become local of their they will have their local axis. So if you change it, it will change with respect to it will change relative to parents, not relative to world scene. This thing will make things a little bit different. That is, they didn't what do you call, they didn't rotate it well as you should have, because their pivotal point, like when I click this here, this was the pivot point with the green upward, and when you press here, the green is upward too. So it didn't replicate it well, because 180 of this is different than 180 of this, of these combined children objects. So again, now this right path has been created. I will simply rename it to right, and I will uncheck this left, so there is only right. And now I will press bake again, and when I pressed baked again, this right was this right bridge path became visible. So now this time this enemy character will came from this side. If you see, if everything is right, it should came from the right, and as you can see, the character is moving from the left side right, and now it met him here. And what can it do? If there are two paths, that is, if it will become confused or will use the shortest path, which is the right way. So we will turn this on as well, side left, and now we press bake again, and now this is baked again, and now we will press we play the game. So now the left path was shortest, so it went to that thingy. So what we can do is select the enemy. This is our enemy, and place it so it should be able, this is our enemy, and since the right path is the shortest, it should be able to use the right path. So as you can see, it successfully used the right path to reach to destination. I will show you again. This is our destination. Excuse me. And it choose the right path, but when I place it here so that the left path is the shortest, our agent is so smart that it will use the NavMesh surface, courtesy of a powerful engine provided by Unity, which is AI navigation package system. And with the by harnessing its power, we can simply use it in our games. Now we will uncheck these floors, left and right, and before doing that, we will create an empty object, and inside that we will place both objects. And now we will uncheck it like this, and we will there was left wall missing here. We will simply select it as an active here. This is the left side wall, this we will set it as active. And then what we will do is we will turn it off. NavMesh baked with the bridges will be turned off, and this one was using the previous. We will bake again, and there is a question for you. If you bake again here in this setting right now, what will happen? Yes, this it will bake as it is being shown. That is, these questionnaires will be possible for the agents. Oh sorry, it's not possible, and the reason for it is pretty simple. We will go to questionnaires here, and instead of add or modify object, we will press remove object. And when we remove these two objects here, and then we press back again, now if when we press back again, it became walkable, this surface. And now we press save again, and now our enemy character, this is our enemy character, it should be able to walk right through these questionnaires and try to catch our player. And as you can see, it does this in a correct way. So this was our tutorial. In the next tutorial, we will be focusing on our agents. These are enemy agents, and they have agent movement script. This is agent movement script as opposed to a player movement script. Our agent movement script will simply try to find our player, and I wrote the script and I will explain it in a second that what is being done here.